everyone, and welcome to episode 117 of my Guild Wars 2 Let's Play series. Today we are currently in the final episode for Living Road Season 1, and we are going to pick up right where we left off last time we were playing. Our last episode we spent some time on our engineer, but we are back to doing the story where we need to go ahead, meet up with Marjorie and Casimir back at the Dead End Bar. Got a cool Priory Explorer here. We got Vorp.
Lace curtains here, linen tablecloths there, and a sign out front that says Delacroix Investigations. Or,
Stop. No curtains, no tablecloths, and most of all, no sign.
but,
No.
but,
Okay, maybe curtains, but only if they're black.
I can see you're tired and cranky. We'll talk about it some other time. Rox, come in. Join us, please. Where's Bram?
He's dealing with that Asuran cub, his new friend.
It's nice of him to see her home.
He's a good guy, that Bram.
Yeah, he's alright.
Long time no see. You should hear what happened. My friends at the Priory delivered everything they had on Scarlet. I also called in Vorp, the Arcane Council's point person. He's collaborating with us remotely.
We need your help sifting through the evidence. We have our own theories, but we could use another opinion.
These recordings were found near Scarlet's lab in Lornar's Pass. You should listen to them first.
You've seen me through my awakening, Mender Ceramon. Thank you. But I'm awake now, so you can leave me alone. Synergetics is endlessly fascinating. It seeks to define the eternal alchemy. The other colleges work within that definition. The potential of golems interests me. Combining dynamics design with statics versatility makes just about anything possible. I like Teo. More importantly, I need to advance my theories quickly, and nobody's better at quick results than the Inquest. Today will be monumental. With OMAD's support, I shall finally see past this world and into the eternal alchemy.
Scarlet rejected the Pale Tree because she wanted independence. What if OMAD's machine cost her that?
The moles get magic, Flame gets gear, and I get the weaponry I need. Everybody wins, especially me. Lion's Arch needs softening up first, so we infiltrate its halls of power and neuter its defenses from the inside. The theme is humanity can withstand any test. It's like they're begging me to prove them wrong. It's laughable! See? Air superiority wins wars, so build me a comparable fleet, or I'll kill you all and replace you with hollows. Once more, my esteemed snaky friend, you're doing this for obelisk shards. You want direct access to your profits, right? Then do as I say.
Scarlet deceived each of her allies into thinking they'd gain something from working for her. She'd make a great minister.
Ever since I came out of OMAD's machine, you've been taking credit for my ideas. They're mine, not yours. Let me be clear. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for me. Nobody tells me what to do. Not ever. It's not true. None of it. I don't have to listen to you. Get out of my head!
I wonder if the voices in her head are real. What if what she saw in OMAD's machine grabbed hold of her? Ironic that she rejected the Pale Tree to exert her independence, only to lose it to something else.
These other items are all pieces of the puzzle. Examine each one and let us know how you think it fits.
Dragon Bash was supposed to be festive, until Scarlet killed people with her flying pirates.
Keel did an excellent job documenting the assassination of Counselor Theo Ashford during Dragon Bash.
You should really return this case file before she notices you purloined it.
Casimir says, I still can't believe my Trin thought she could get a seat on the Captain's Council. I'm glad we met you that day. She had to be stopped. My Trin's Aetherblade friends just freed her from Line Guard custody. That's bad news. Mai's ruthless, and now she's free to get back to do Scarlet's dirty work again. You can say Mai used Scarlet for her own political ambitions. Scarlet wanted a pawn on the Captain's Council, or Theo Ashford was involved with Scarlet and she betrayed him. Let's say Scarlet wanted a pawn on the Captain's Council.
Scarlet plotted to kill someone on the Captain's Council to make room for her puppet.
With Trin in place on the council, she could have weakened the city's defenses from the inside. That plan backfired, but Trin escaped to the mists to prepare for something.
And escape to the mists she did, where she is in the mists doing something that we will need to figure out someday. But do we have this toxin sample?
How close we came to disaster. When I think about those spores spreading their toxins across Tyria, it boils my blood.
The Nightmare Court and Crate do make a volatile combination. Scarlet popped some horrifying alchemy there.
And we can say it was a cover to grow that fake crate profit. Why else? The courtiers grew the plant and the crate made it toxic. The combination was a poison so powerful. Or she wanted to learn Nightmare Court secrets, I'd say. Let's go with poison so powerful.
This sample is resistant to the antitoxin we used against the Nightmare Tower poison.
Jory, we didn't stop her plan. We just showed her how to make a stronger poison that could wipe out an entire city.
This is Synergetics Headmaster Omad's isolation module. A Sylvari named Kiara went in. Scarlet came out. I reverse engineered an image of Kiara's aura patterns before and after. The schism is pronounced and dramatic.
So Omad must have faked the vision and Scarlet believed it. The cube made her insane. Her vision was nothing more than mind-breaking. Or when Scarlet looked across the open threshold, she saw things and something looked back. I think let's go with the bottom one here.
Kiara encountered something that literally broke her mind, but the only things in there were things she brought. I surmise she was directly exposed to a part of her own psyche that had been carefully walled off, perhaps for her own protection. We'd need to do far more extensive study of the Sylvari dream before I could draw any more detailed conclusions. What I can conclude now is that she's preparing to strike. Mark my words, Scarlet's next attack is planned and ready.
Scarlet converted part of the Nightmare Court Arbor into her own personal airship factory. She also tormented the Sylvari firstborn, Kate. She formed this alliance in part to develop hybrid weapons with maximum destructive potential.
You could say they know each other, but you're wrong. It wasn't a trap. Keith raided the airship factory. Keith and Scarlet both admired the Nightmare Court. That must be it. Scarlet just wanted to meet the famous Keith of Destiny's Edge. Where I'm not sure which one we should suggest. Let's go with the middle one.
Your deductions aren't adding up here.
Oh, that's not correct. Let's go with the top one.
Now she has an arsenal of advanced weapons and an air fleet to deliver them. No city is prepared to defend against an aerial attack, not even Lion's Arch. It's been almost a year since the Molten Alliance attacked the Shiver Peaks. Dredge and Flame Legion together. Who'd have imagined it?
Look closely at how they combine Dredge mechanical knowledge with the Flame Legion's fire magic.
We could say I think she was developing a sonic magical device other than weapons. She obviously wanted a battle suit to keep her safe. All the pieces fit. The Dredge were fodder, nothing more. She was after Flame Legion magic. Let's go with the top one.
So Dredge sonic technology can be used for probing underground.
And Scarlet's been looking for ley lines with those probes. She's after the ley lines underneath Lion's Arch.
She's after the ley lines underneath Lion's Arch.
Priory teams recovered this cooling rod from the Thaumanova reactor disaster. It's steeped in dragon magic.
We could say it all tracks back to ley lines. We know she's been actively researching them. I'm inclined to agree with Keel. Scarlet's crazy. She doesn't need a reason to blow people up. I'm suspicious of the Inquest connection. I bet they're behind all this. Let's go with the top one.
Scarlet and the Inquest turned a risky research experiment into a time bomb so they could study how it ticked. They also discovered new info about ley lines. If Scarlet is using that info to plan her next major attack, it's coming soon.
It's so like Scarlet to ruin someone's big day. Poor Queen Jenna. Celebrating 10 years of rule only to have it marred by killer automatons. Is that Watch Night piece safe, Marjorie? I hate having any of Scarlet's machines in the bar.
Don't fret, Angel. Ever since Queen's Jubilee, it's been quiet as a corpse.
We could say jealousy. She has a grudge against Queen Jenna and wanted her to suffer. To get the Watch Knights, controlling them required her personal touch. I agree with the Seraph. She chose Divinity's Reach at random. Let's go with the middle one there. I do not agree with the Seraph there.
I think our friend is onto something.
Not bad. The Clockwork Horrors from the Jubilee must have been Scarlet's second draft. Scarlet got crafty. Instead of pairing up two splinter factions, she stole an entire fighting force, and then she upped the ante with that giant marionette.
You don't need that kind of firepower unless you're going to attack something really big.
If you examine the steam creature closely, you can identify similarities to Scarlet's clockwork machines in its design.
It's like she's modified the Watch Knights with the same engineering.
That the Queen hired Scarlet to make her Watch Knights, obviously. That the Queen modeled her Watch Knights on the steam creatures, or that Scarlet was attracted to the quality of the Watch Knight design. Let's go with that one.
The evidence doesn't support that hypothesis.
Or maybe not. Let's go with the middle one.
The Watch Knights and the steam creatures use common parts. That would explain how Scarlet gained control of the Watch Knights. Their obedience makes them perfect infantry units for assaulting a fortified location. That's a piece of one of Scarlet's probes. We theorize that this agitated the jungle worms.
You can say, sure, I'm betting it's an artifact, probably a Savari-related one. The probes are just bombs she put out to scare us, or the probes are magical and spread out. She's closing in on a magical location.
That's a puzzler.
Or that's not the right... Oh, that is the right answer? Okay, 9 out of 10. Vorb just didn't have much to say there.
I almost feel sorry for Scarlet after reading her journal. If only she didn't use Omad's machine, she might be a sane flower.
Those are the ramblings of a crazy murderer. Make no mistake, honey. She enjoys killing. She needs to be found and put down.
Or there were a lot of journal pages there, and I'll let you pause and read that. I didn't realize there was going to be so many, but as a ploy, she left this journal where we'd find it to get us to sympathize with her. Voices, visions, violence. It's clear she's just plain crazy, or something is driving her, something she was afraid of but has since embraced.
Scared? What could possibly frighten someone like Scarlet?
She saw something while hooked up to Omad's machine. Something that broke her. She's hearing voices in her head. But what are they telling her to do?
Let's review the evidence. Kiara entered Omad's device, saw something terrifying, and emerged as Scarlet Briar. She came out insane, but there's a method to her madness. We know from Thaumanova that she's researching magical energy in ley lines. She's used Molten Alliance Magitech to locate ley lines. We know that there are ley lines in Lion's Arch, among other places. She's built her own personal army. Crate and Nightmare Court. Pirates and Inquest, Dredge and Flame Legion, and most of all, her clockwork horrors. She tricked her subordinates into doing her bidding with promises of power, resources, or other gains. She modified her poison to be resistant to our antitoxin. She could use it against an army or a city. My Trin is preparing the Aether Blades in the mists for a big attack. There's a mists portal in Lion's Arch.
Jory, Lion's Arch is her target. We have to warn Ellen.
I'll warn her. I'll let you know when I hear back. Make your preparations. Everything has been building toward a single, devastating attack. May the gods show us mercy.
And we have now connected the pieces. Delacroix, Investigator. Where we can go ahead and get this reward here. Chest of the Mists. Isn't this one like Road versus Road? Where we got Thornroot Finishers.
About 6 months ago, I was just minding my own business and...
She posted a help wanted sign, and I was looking for someone to help.
So you met only 6 months ago. It seems like you've been together longer.
I'd noticed her before that. Around the city.
You had? You never told me that.
So, you're a mated pair?
We're currently in negotiations.
Come here, Frostbite.
What about you, Rox? Anyone special in your life?
No. There was once, but he was killed.
I'm sorry. Was he in your old warband? Bram said you're a Gladium.
Bram talks too much.
Don't be mad. We're your friends.
Yeah, what are friends for? If not for sticking our noses in each other's business.
Hi there.
Rock says, you should rest a while before you head out. Eat, drink, recharge. Good call. Say, I wanted to ask, how did your mate die? In a mine cave-in. With the rest of my warband. His name was Nonus Nonus Pickaxe. Pickflea was his nickname. We teased him. We'd been best friends since the Farrar. We were the Pick Warband, best miners in the region. We could turn out more ore in a day than any other warband. They were my family. I still miss them. Every last one. We also got this chest here for her leveling up in Road versus Road. And then we got this mail emergency. Lion's Arch is being invaded from the Captain's Council. To all Tyrians, this is a general emergency warning. A few hours ago, a massive flying platform has entered Sanctum Harbor, bringing destruction and spreading a lethal miasma over the city. Furthermore, Aetherblade airships, molten portals, and toxic forces are overwhelming the Lion Guard response. Some of the citizenry is still trapped inside the city limits. We are calling on available heroes to assist in the evacuation efforts. Lion's Arch needs you. If you can, please report to the forward camps in Gandard Fields, Bloodtide Coast, and Lornar's Pass at once. Captain's Council, Lion's Arch. So, Lion's Arch is currently under attack from Scarlet Briar, and let's go to the city to aid in the evacuation. Where we're at the portal to Lion's Arch, and we can go ahead and load in, and we see this massive structure in the background there. and we see Scarlet Briar. Let's make our way to the Traders Forum and try to help out Lion's Arch.
I would tell you not to fear,
Right, there are a ton of Aether Blades right here, but we're also going to see Molten Alliance and the Toxic Alliance. Alright, let's try to kill these two really quickly just so we have kind of a clear path. But it does look like the main entrance into the Trader Forums is blocked. So let's jump down here, summon our Flesh Golem to have our friend by our side as we progress through here. And we could probably just run around and really try to just avoid everything. Where we need to try to find some survivors, or hopefully there are some at the Traders Forum, and then there are probably some like further into the city as well.
Forum is in flames. Your Grand Piazza has been destroyed. Your city is falling.
So we can go ahead and try to defend the Traders Forum, where we see Rox and Bram down there with Frostbite, of course, and a few Line Guard and a few Vigil and one Whispers agent in the background there. Alright, let's go ahead and just fight all of the Aether Blades. We can see a massive ship there, where I think this is like the chassis of the ship that had the Twisted Marionette, but it has been heavily modified, where we see some sort of drilling structure there spinning, and the entire thing is spinning as well. But it's kind of just like a really cool looking airship that's just like absolutely massive and just like really intimidating looking in the background there.
They picked on the wrong city.
It's like a full-on invasion to me.
I think you're right. They're killing anyone who hasn't evacuated yet. We have to get non-combatants out of here.
Aether Blades.
Hopefully the Canal Ward gate to Kandaran Fields is still open. Citizens can flee that way.
I'm not fleeing. I'm fighting.
Fair enough. Then I am too.
Let's go ahead and find a few different individuals, or let's run this way where we can see Evan Ashblade. And it's good to see Rox and Bram staying to try to help the people here alongside us. Where let's go ahead and get Evan Ashblade escorted through the Grand Piazza. Where Evan Ashblade really cares about his supply, which is kind of funny, but we got a ton of Aether Blades here that we can help out, and we can see a miasma level onto the right side, so we need to try to complete as much as possible in our time here before that miasma gets too full, or I believe we're going to die. So let's kill these Aether Blades really quickly, because we want to try to partially optimize our way through Lion's Arch here, but I also think it doesn't really matter too much. I'm trying to remember. I know it used to matter a lot back during the original Living World Season 1, but I think it's like less of a mechanic nowadays with the reintroduction of Living World Season 1, but we should still take it very seriously. We're now here at the Grand Piazza, where we can see that the portals to the different cities have been destroyed and deactivated. And we can get a closer look of the massive ship there, a ship called the Breachmaker. But it looks like one of the portals is actually still active, so that's good, but there are some watchwork monstrosities here. Let's go ahead and deal with them. Pretty easy group of them, and it looks like Evan Ashblade is going to try to get to this portal, where we can see Captain Shud and a few different villagers all around here. Hopefully we can get across this burning bridge safely without any of the Daliaks catching on fire. Or Evan Ashblade catching on fire, that's probably good as well, but I care a little bit more about the Daliaks potentially. Captain Shud is here.
Get out of my way, Rox. I gotta get merchandise through that gate.
Hurry it up, Evan. I have citizens here who need this gate. Evan, move your Doliacs. We need to get these people out of the city and shut down the gate.
What? That's your problem? Don't worry, Shud. I got you covered.
How did he shut down the gate? Never mind. Get to the city exits.
So that shows a little bit of Evan Ashblade's personality. And also we got a really cool shot of the drill going into the water there. Very, very cool looking. But let's go ahead and continue this way where we can get down to Fort Mariner. We could use the waypoint even. And we need to help Keo and Magnus get safely out of Fort Mariner with a Molten Berserker here. We're going to see Magnus back there. Let's defeat this Berserker, very similar to the boss that we fought in Flame and Frost at the end of that episode. You can see Magnus helping us, but struggling a little bit because of miasma. And then we need to find Ellen Keo somewhere. Where she's up there on the ramparts. So let's go ahead and see how we can help her out. Where there is this airship that is really close to us. It appears to be one of the Aetherblades airships. And that's a really cool story that we saw as we came into this area as well. But this might be Ellen Keo's personal airship actually.
Everyone, get aboard the airship. We are leaving.
Relay that order. Keep fighting! We aren't losing the fort!
Magnus, you're hurt, and the fort is gone. Get aboard now.
So it looks like we helped out these two. Next, we can go over here to this packed emergency waypoint. We have Tig, and then we need to find Marjorie and Casimir, where the miasma is still going up, but we have a lot of time, it looks like. Where we are now being attacked by a bunch of the Toxic Alliance, it looks like. So let's go ahead and try to help out and defend this area. There goes that Toxic Sorcerer. And I guess we could put in one of our new finishers that we just got, but I think that is okay. I don't really care too much about finishers. We have Marjorie running back to Casimir here, and I think we may have successfully defended this area.
Oh, people! We have to get them to safety.
Casimir, stay close. You smell that? It's the Toxic Alliance. They've left their mark all over this place.
I don't like the looks of this. Scarlet's taking over the entire city.
Taking it over or destroying it? I'm not sure which.
All these poor Lion's archlings, tossed from their homes.
Archlings?
Yes. I didn't like Lion's archers. Come on, let's clear some of these glowy things out of here.
So we have done all we can. Let's get out of Lion's Arch now, where we have this emergency waypoint right here. And we can just, I guess, come straight here, and we have completed the escape from Lion's Arch, where now we have the battle for Lion's Arch. Head to the evacuation site. Where during the original Living World Season 1, we saw evacuation sites at Vigil Keep, and the German Priory, and at the Order Whisperers base and Blood Tide Coast. But in the reintroduction of the Living World Season 1, we see the only one really is here at Vigil Keep. And Vigil Keep was extra special because all of the different crafting NPCs and trading posts and bankers and whatnot in Lion's Arch were set up here in Vigil Keep in this eastern area. So it was kind of serving as the Lion's Arch hub for a time while Lion's Arch was being attacked. And we can see Lion's Arch is definitely getting destroyed, and now it kind of makes a little bit more sense why we have an updated Lion's Arch. Let's go ahead and enter into here where we get a really cool concept art of Vigil Keep. I love that a lot. I really love castles and stuff, especially in Guild Wars 2. They're always really cool. But the North Evacuation Camp, compared to the southern one or the eastern one in Lorna's Pass, there wasn't really a western one because that was the Dominion of Winds. But we have our two friends.
We saved some, but how many people are still in there? I'm gonna break Scarlet in half.
Hold on to that thought. It won't be long before we get another chance to go back in.
Next time we save as many as we can. I'm not stopping until they have to carry me out. Is it time yet?
No, Bram. Be patient. We can't go in too soon. The miasma has to dissipate first.
How come Marjorie's antidote isn't working anymore?
Seems Scarlet and
Timmy says, I keep hearing the most terrible stories from the people coming out of Lion's Arch. Is it all true? Is Scarlet really responsible for all those deaths? Those and more. I set up Scruffy's hollow emitter to link with Vorp's assistant golems in the other evacuation camps. If it'll help, you can use him to see the recordings of what is going on. It'll help most of you stay here for now, but thanks. Let's not tell Vorp about this. Where we can listen to recordings. And where there are a ton of recordings here, let's go ahead and listen to... Let's go human family units.
What was it like for you in the Ministry Guard?
It was a job like any other job, except I got to eat, sleep, and breathe it.
When did you join?
As soon as I was able. My father isn't nice like yours was, nor is my family wealthy.
I'm sorry.
Not your fault. It is what it is.
Do you see your family?
My mother, yes, and my sisters. Not my father. Not if I can avoid it.
Right now, let's go ahead and inspect the medical tents right over here where we can see Heal Ultron.
Taking a break.
Turns out I got a volunteer.
Is that a golem?
Don't knock it. It doesn't sleep, doesn't need to eat, doesn't feel demoralized by dying patients. The thing just showed up wanting to help. At this point, I could use it.
Greetings, I am Helotron. I will be your designated health repair unit.
Oh no. No. I am not getting worked on by a machine.
Negative thinking impairs recuperation. Please remain calm. Now tell me where you are ailing.
Are you joking?
Does this unit match the appearance of a no-talent minstrel? Now report your injury status. Any delay could mean your expiration. Analyzing miasma aerosol.
You can do that?
Consortium programming offers basic analysis of chemical compounds. Analysis underway.
Can you find a cure?
For current late-stage patients, negative. However, infection appears to be counteracted by sub-aether harmonics in a localized energy field.
Where am I?
A Lion Guard field hospital.
Can barely breathe. Lungs and eyes feel on fire.
It'll pass. You need to take it easy. Now I need your name and unit for the records.
Drax Tinderstride, Private. 6th Harbor Detail.
That's fine, soldier. Get some rest. He'll be gone in an hour. Add his name to the list.
So much going on here. Where this miasma is definitely horrible. Let's go up towards Vigil Keep where we can inspect the facilities at Vigil Keep.
Not around the civilians.
Where this is definitely just overall a horrible situation, and Scarlet Briar is definitely going to have to pay for this. But we can see that the Vigil are really helping out Tyria right now and helping out the people of Lion's Arch, where we can see the facilities around here set up as Lion's Arch is under attack.
I warned Keel. I warned them all. I told them Scarlet was going to attack the city. Did the council listen? No. Because of them, your friends, your neighbors, dead. Now I know why he's Captain Magnus the Bloody-Handed. He has the blood of all those innocent people in Lion's Arch on his hands.
Heaven Nashblade?
What is it? Shouldn't you be failing at your job somewhere?
You've been hereby conscripted to Lion Guard service under General Emergency Statute 14.
You're joking. Someone tell me this sorry idiot is playing a joke on me.
For the duration of the emergency, you and Black Lion trading post agents will act as deputy quartermasters, outfitting all active personnel.
And what if I refuse? What if I pull up stakes and leave you suckers in the dust?
Considering you are now technically a Lion Guard supply officer, desertion would mean confiscation of your wares and summary execution.
So, it's either get robbed blind by you Lion Guard or get hanged?
Firing squad, actually. And it's not you or us anymore, Quartermaster Nashblade. Speaking of which, we need 24 swords, 12 axes, 20 shields, and 40 rifles.
Just tell me one thing. Keel, she's dead, right? Come on, give a guy good news.
She and Captain Magnus are at a relief camp to the south, and your deputizing was Captain Keel's idea.
Of course it was.
Keel always has the best ideas, but let's get back down here where we can find Rox and Bram. Where I want to highlight one character really quickly. We have a Char here with fabulous hair named Lieutenant Goldclaw. To see Lion's Arch burning, I fear the joy of my fight may have gone out of me. I once longed for the seduction of the blade, but now we've one more fight before I can pursue a life of love. Are you sweet on anyone? I am sweet on the world, my scrumptiously curious friend. Outside of my Lion Guard duties, I write in my spare time. I write about a different kind of dance. You may see my books line the shelves one day, but today we must throw our sweating bodies into the fray, clashing together in the chaotic harmony of battle until our city is recaptured. Where we have Lieutenant Goldclaw's resignation letter. Dear Captain Magnus, I regret to inform you that I, Lieutenant Snargle Goldclaw, would like to formally resign from the Lion Guard. As much as shining armor and acting as a vigilant protector of the realm aroused my sense of pride, seeing the violence that ensued today has shattered my faith. At my core, I feel an emptiness and loss, blood everywhere. I have chosen another path, one that I know will supply the people with much needed joy as they recover from the calamities that befell them. I am going to become a writer of love and words that express love, hugs for the people, a kiss for the lost. Good luck with the fights to come. While you attack our foes on foot, I will go for their hearts with the pen. Snargle Goldclaw. We even have a centaur here, Outcast Kindova, just hanging out, which is cool to see. But Bram and Rox are back down here, so let's check in with them.
It's almost that time. You ready, Bram?
Ready to kill some bad guys and save some innocents? Do you even have to ask?
I just like to hear you say it.
I'm ready.
Bram's ready. But we just got this mail. We are taking back Lion's Arch. The Lion Guard have regrouped and we are ready. With our allies from the Vigil, German Priory, and the Order of Whispers, we will storm Lion's Arch, establish rally positions, cut down Scarlet's forces, and take the fight to Scarlet herself. After a year of suffering, invasion, and death at her hands, we have Scarlet right where we want her. Come to Lion's Arch with your rage and your best weapons. Show no mercy to Scarlet and her damned followers. Today begins a battle that will be sung about for years to come. Fight alongside me as we take back our city and wipe Scarlet off the face of Tyria forever. To battle, Captain Magnus, the Bloody-Handed. So to battle we go. Here is Lion Guard Peltnaw, where we can say we are ready, and we can enter the public instance for the battle for Lion's Arch, where this is kind of similar in style to the Tower of Nightmares, where we can join a public instance where there are events, and the events lead to like some different things that we can do, where basically for this next story beat, it's kind of like the open world. Oh, hello. Okay, it's kind of like the open world section of this entire episode where we just need to complete a bunch of events. So we might be alone here actually, and we can go to one of 3 different locations to start off, and I just need to complete a ton of events. And I think if we like fully retake the city, it might like complete the bar, but let's go ahead and just start by fighting some of the Toxic Alliance. Guess we need our Flesh Golem. And then let's go ahead and just try to AoE them down. Looks like we killed 3 and that brought it down to 80%, so we definitely need to kill a decent amount here. And just killing some of Scarlet's troops also helps out with our progress bar there, where it looks like we have reclaimed this sector, which is kind of exciting. And really quickly, I want to go ahead and tell a tiny bit of a story because we are currently engaged in combat. I thought we were not. But I have been playing Guild Wars 2 for a very long time now, and over the years I have played with many friends, and in-game I have made friends as well, especially in my guild. But I've had a friend for a very, very long time now who I'm still friends with her, but way back in the day in 2013, I was playing through some Guild Wars 2, and I was texting her about Lion's Arch and everything going on here, and I was basically like under this bridge, and then I started panicking because I was on like a very old laptop and I got like stuck in this bridge and I like couldn't get out or whatever, and it took me like a minute in order to like figure out to swim down and stuff because like not everything was loading and I was just lagging because there's like so many players, and it's like kind of weird. Like right here we can see it's a little weird, and I was just texting her about like me panicking and stuff, and that is what motivated her to play Guild Wars 2 for the first time, just because of my incident with this bridge, which I kind of find just a little bit funny, but it just shows kind of like the random moments in Guild Wars 2 that don't seem significant on paper, but in reality are really, really significant. And who knew that like adding in such a random burning bridge would cause like such a memorable moment for two individuals. We have some enemies here, and it looks like we have one of those thumpers, and it's completely surrounded by some of these Toxic Alliance spores or whatever they're specifically called. So let's come through here and just get absolutely ragdolled by them, where we have a few more right over there on the other side that we need to be careful of, but it looks like that one got destroyed. So let's come here and try to AoE these down. It looks like we have to defeat all of them in order to clear through this wave, and then we're probably going to get another wave. So let's kill this sorcerer, and then we could try coming and destroying these 4 or 5 right here before the next wave comes. And it looks like we're going to have to destroy quite a few of waves here. Or it looks like maybe 5 waves. Where this one's only 2 enemies actually, it looks like. But we're just going to get a lot of progress as we do this, of course. And you can see Lion's Arch is currently split up into 12 sectors, and I think each of the sectors are kind of like split into like 3 groups of 4, where we have like 4 over here, and I think these are like primarily being attacked by Toxic Alliance, and then we have like these 3 down here being attacked by Molten Alliance maybe, and these 5 I guess being attacked by the Aether Blades. I'm not entirely sure about the specifics of that, but we can kind of see it working a little bit like that. Where we have this Toxic Knight we have to quickly defeat before we die. And let's hope we don't die while we try to finish her. And that's another wave defeated. And we have this Toxic Bulwark here who might be the last enemy. And now we have some more enemies up there that we have to deal with. And as we do all of this, we're getting a bunch of achievements, group effort 2, where we can see escape from Lion's Arch here. And then we also have some other achievement categories with the battle for Lion's Arch as well, where there's just going to be a ton of achievements that we can complete. Let's come through here, try to defeat or group up these enemies as much as we can. We got 4 of them grouped up, which is very nice. And then we got this veteran crate here, who I guess we should try to kill first. Let's try to summon our flesh golem and then AoE these 2 down. And where we definitely want to prioritize the ones with swords, because that's going to progress the event. But then we also have a bunch of other enemies all around here that we can kill just to progress our bar as well. But the events are going to provide more completion for this part of the mission. That's a really nice group up there. We just deal so much AoE damage. Let's try to kill the Demos, and then if there's still a knight alive, we can go ahead and finish him off. But we killed one of the knights who were downed, and honestly, we could maybe just like keep DPSing this one and kill her before we would kill her by finishing her. But now it's kind of like at the point where we want to finish her off, and it's about the same. Let's kill the new reinforcements and just push further to recapturing this entire sector. And then we have this sorcerer here who might be the last enemy. We have to fight for that. And there we go. Now we got a champion Toxic Worm Queen, And I have a feeling we are not going to be able to defeat the Worm Queen on our own, but we could give it a shot and see what'll happen if we attack this enemy. Let's try to get down safely without dying in the first place. Or I guess we didn't take fall damage there. Here we got Prior Aether Shield that increases vitality, concentration, and healing power. But here's the Worm Queen. Let's see how much damage we can do. Where it's already starting off a little bit bad. She's still at 100%. And as I said, I don't think we're going to be able to complete this event on our own. Or maybe we can, but it will just take a very, very long time. So let's go try to find another event. We can see the skybox is also really cool looking, where there is miasma in the air and there's a lot of smoke in general, and there's just so many like fires, and altogether it looks really cool. We have a big group of molten lights here. Let's try our best to group them up and AoE them down. And we can get a lot of the morale destroyed. Just that one quick fight there, 40% of the morale. And there we go, we just recaptured Fort Mariner, breach from the beach where we participated in retaking the southern rally point, where we just got to this waypoint. And then maybe one more event will be enough in order to complete this bar. Just a good old pair of Dredge and Flame Legion right here, where I guess we're just going to get stunned a lot. We can go ahead and kill both of them and then complete this event, and this should complete this part of the story. Down with the Blade Storm. And there we go, the battle for Lion's Arch complete. And where we now have a battle on the Breachmaker. Take a portal to the heights of Scarlet's Breachmaker, so we can go ahead and continue the story and push towards Scarlet Briar, which we are going to do next episode, where I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode, as we are now getting really close to the end of Living World Season 1, which we should finish next episode. But I hope you all are taking great care of yourselves. Remember to drink some water and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next time in the world of Tyria. Goodbye.